Young Ant Jefe been telling us for a while. He don't care about nothing but what the check say. And if identifying, pointing the finger, and claiming that these people were attacked to make them victims, get him that check, well, I guess so. I know one place he ain't getting a check. He ain't getting a verification check on that music. That nigga got 1,200 monthly listeners and a couple thousand streams. Boy, you need to knock it off.
It's Wack 100 in these internet games. So, y'all see right there what I just posted up. So, this dude had it in his mind or thought it was cool, right, to post that right there. So, in a brief description, that writing basically says that I myself, Young Ant Jefe, gave a brief description of what was going on and happening at Martin Luther King Day, that the Crips was attacked by the Bloods, and that is telling. And if any Crip think that's not telling, then they are not a Crip. He further go on in his message to mention something about another hood and other hoods in Los Angeles, saying that I'm trying to expose people for being wrong or doing faulty politics, but something about ETG. And that's what people vary off and vary to the far left and trying to be in other people's politics. Now, as my title say, bro, you can't tell me nothing, bro. You can't tell me nothing as far as no Crip politics and what I've done wrong, bro. And like I said, we can keep on playing these little internet games, bro, which I don't even really like the back and forth because I already know what the back and forth lead to. Just as you trying to play these games and make it out to be that I'm informing, bro, I can pull up a lot of things over this internet that you and did. But as I told you, but it seems like you keep on bringing this stuff to the internet, like I told you over the phone. It'd be a lot of stuff that I see when people was politicking and got your name in a trick bag. I stay away from it. But it seems that you don't know how to stay away from when my name is in a trick bag. As if I'm some sucker or supposed to be scared of you or something, bro. Got the wrong guy, bro. And I'm going to say this, bro. You're from Pacoima, bro. Pacoima, Peru, bro. You can't tell me nothing about South Central, bro. You can't tell me nothing about South Central, bro. Just how you trying to make it make sense and saying that I'm trying to expose people and I'm in other people's gang business. You are an exposer. You expose people. That's what you do. That ain't what I do.
YouTube blogging has evolved far beyond what people used to call a hobby. When someone blogs every day on YouTube, they are not just talking on camera. They are performing real labor that mirrors what happens inside traditional media companies. Researching topics, tracking trends, developing angles, recording content, editing audio and video, writing titles and descriptions, optimizing for search, engaging with an audience, and studying analytics are all part of the daily workflow. When done consistently, this becomes a full-time operation. The only real difference between a YouTube blogger and a newsroom employee is institutional backing, not effort or value. Posting daily is what turns YouTube into a job rather than a gamble. Consistency builds trust with the algorithm and with viewers. When an audience knows you are showing up every day, they return out of habit. That habit creates stable watch time, and stable watch time creates predictable revenue. This is not luck or going viral. It is system building. People who treat YouTube like shift work rather than a lottery ticket are the ones who see long-term results. Daily YouTube blogging can absolutely put people in a position to feed their families and improve their quality of life. Monetization on YouTube is layered, not singular. Ad revenue is only one piece. There are also channel memberships, super chats, sponsorships, affiliate links, and off-platform income such as merchandise, consulting, or licensing content. These income streams work together, not separately. That layered structure is why many independent creators earn incomes comparable to or greater than traditional media workers without needing a degree or an employer. Another important difference between YouTube blogging and traditional employment is how income compounds over time. Most jobs cap your earning potential because your pay is tied directly to hours worked. YouTube blogging allows content to stack. A video made months or even years ago can still generate revenue today. This creates leverage. Over time, creators can work smarter instead of harder, replace unstable employment, and build something that holds long-term value. That is why some families survive entirely on creator income. Despite this, people often feel uncomfortable when bloggers succeed. A big part of that discomfort comes from how accessible the job looks. When people believe something is easy, they struggle to accept that it can also be lucrative. There is also resentment toward creators who operate outside traditional gatekeeping systems. When someone builds an audience without permission, credentials, or corporate backing, it challenges the idea that success must come from institutions. This discomfort often turns into accusations. Bloggers get labeled as messy, irresponsible, or dangerous, especially when they discuss real-life situations involving public figures or community issues. That is where the confusion between commentary and reporting to the police comes into play. Commentary is protected speech. Commentary involves discussing information that is already public, offering opinions, analyzing behavior, and reacting to narratives that exist in the media or online. Bloggers are not investigators, detectives, or law enforcement. They are commentators. Talking about events, people, or patterns is not the same as filing a report, pressing charges, or instructing authorities to act. Reporting to the police is a formal process. It involves sworn statements, evidence submission, and legal consequences. Bloggers do not have the power to arrest anyone, charge anyone, or enforce the law. Conflating commentary with police reporting is either a misunderstanding or a deliberate attempt to silence discussion. No one accuses news anchors of calling the police when they report on crime. The same standard applies to independent creators. The distinction matters because commentary is how communities process information. It is how narratives are questioned, how inconsistencies are pointed out, and how public accountability happens. Bloggers often function as alternative media, particularly in communities that feel ignored, distorted, or outright silenced by mainstream outlets. Attempting to shut down commentary by falsely equating it with law enforcement involvement is a subtle but dangerous form of censorship. Within that context, Wack 100 is an especially poor choice to accuse others of being the police. For years, numerous figures within the hip-hop industry have publicly alleged that Wack 100 has had connections to law enforcement, and some have gone as far as labeling him a snitch. Whether proven or not, those long-standing allegations undermine his credibility and moral authority to make such accusations against others. You cannot weaponize a stigma you've repeatedly been accused of embodying yourself and expect it to land as a legitimate critique.